Okay, so the first section here is working with using the properties of acids and bases to identify whether or not an acid or the substance is an acid or a base. We said that substances that add hydroxide or OH to water, in the past, we've already mentioned that those are bases. So that's a base. And then anything that has a sour taste is an acid. And substances that change the color of acid-base indicators can be both. So both an acid and a base can do that. As part of the lesson that we did when we talked about properties of acids and bases. And then lastly, a substance that will accept an H plus from another substance, that would be a base as well. That's a Bronsted-Lowry base. So there's that. In part 14.2, you can use the pH scale to determine if something is an acid or a base. So we have a pH scale that looks something, I guess, like this. So where you would have 7 there. Anything that falls in a range from 0 to like 6.9 would be considered an acid. And anything that falls in the category of like 7.1 to like 14 would be a base. So with that in mind, if a solution has a pH of 12, is it acidic or basic? This is going to be a base. And if a solution has a pH of 6, is it acidic or basic? That's going to be an acid. Okay, so those are the properties of acids and bases. Remember, there was a note section about properties of acids and bases that I highly suggest that you look at as you're preparing for your quiz for tomorrow. And then the pH scale, you should have some knowledge of that as well. So that's the first part of the quiz.